So astrology, for those of you out there who are like, what is astrology and why would it matter? Or you only know it as like the horoscopes and the back, and you know your sun sign maybe, but you don't understand like the usefulness of it. I can totally understand. I was just there. So now I find myself the CEO and co-founder of an entire brand online called Astrology Hub. And this is as amazing to me as anyone else because, again, it's relatively new in my life. But what I have found the gift of astrology to be is that it helps people understand themselves, it helps people understand others, and it helps people with timing. So something very practical and tangible. And so whether or not you're a creative, you're an artist, you are a dancer, you're a singer, you're a musician, or you're another type of artist, maybe you're a business owner, maybe you're a mother. I think of it all as art. I think our entire life is an art. We are creating on the canvas of life itself. Astrology helps you understand the blueprint that you came in with and not to get stuck there or boxed in. I think a lot of people think, oh, well, that's just going to label me and limit me. But the truth is, once you start to understand real astrology that is far beyond your sun sign, you realize that it is incredibly nuanced, incredibly rich, and you have choices in the way that you express different aspects of yourself. So every sign, every position in a chart, it all has a flavor that can be expressed. And I think of it in terms of frequency. So there's sort of a denser frequency that can be expressed, or there is a more conscious, elevated expression that can come through any sort of zodiac sign, any sort of configuration of any chart. I have to caveat right here, I am not an astrologer. So I am not an astrologer, and I am humble enough, or maybe, I don't know, I've just been it's like hula. It's like you don't dance hula for a few years and then call yourself a kumu. You don't study Hawaiian spirituality for a few years and then call yourself a kahuna. So I am not an astrologer. It is incredible, the science and art that is involved with being an astrologer. And so I don't even go there. But I have learned a lot just in terms of its usefulness. Why is it useful? How is it useful? How can people use it? And I've also seen how people can get stuck. I've seen how, people can get really stuck in the labels and things. And I only like astrology for as much as it is useful and as much as it will help you in your life, as much as it'll help you understand yourself, others, and then also how to bring your creations, your mission, your path into manifest form. And that's where, for me, the timing is so important, because have you ever had those times where you are trying to create something, you have a vision, you have something you want to bring forth, but you feel like you're swimming upstream? Nothing's aligning for you. Nothing is working out. To me, that is usually very explainable in, sitting down with an astrologer, looking at the chart, looking at your chart and the energy of the time, and understanding that the vision itself isn't something that you need to let go of. It's just not the right time. Maybe this time is more internal for you. So it's a time where you're actually gathering resources and gathering the information, the tools, the inspiration that you'll need to then eventually bring it into form. So those are the ways that also I didn't really elaborate on the knowing others, but one of the things that inevitably happens when you understand your own chart or your own astrology is that you understand how different we all are in our expression. There's how many, 8 billion human beings, I think. Is that about right? We all have unique fingerprints. We all have a very unique astrological chart. No one else has the same exact chart as you. And so you have a unique expression, and so does everybody else. So it really breeds, it's fertile breeding ground for compassion, and just recognizing that, it's not, why don't people do the things the way I do them? I don't understand why people don't see things the same way I see them. The more you understand astrology, it's like, well, oh, that makes complete sense that they don't understand it the way I see it, that they don't do it the way I do it, and that we're all here to learn from each other. So